Dear students, this video discusses about beam area. So beam area is defined as area through which the total power is transmitted or received by the antenna. Suppose for example you consider a lighting a torch. So the torch will be reflecting the light in a particular area. So suppose you want to find out that area. So that is similar to what we consider here beam area. So now here, usually when you consider antenna, the radiation pattern will be three-dimensional. So if you consider the total area to be like this, it's a sphere. And if you want to find out the beam area of a small area, so this is the beam, what has been radiated by the antenna. So if you subtend it to the center of the sphere, so this angle will give you the solid angle. So if you are considering it as two-dimensional, then it will be like a circle. So this angle whatever we get, that is known as the radians. So radians is used to measure plane angle and steradian is used to measure solid angle. So basically when you consider three-dimensional, it will be solid angle, and if it is two-dimensional, then it will be like a usual normal plane angle. So now, in order to find out what will be the total solid angle subtended by a sphere, consider again the spherical coordinate system. So here we have placed the antenna at the center or the origin, and consider that this is the small area of the sphere. So here we have to find out that what will be the total solid angle subtended by the sphere. So the arc length theta r. So in this diagram when you consider here, if this angle is equal to theta and this radius is equal to r, then this arc length will be equal to theta into r. So this arc length is equal to theta into r. So the same concept can be extended when we are considering beam area in the spherical coordinate system also. So now consider a small area. So this is the area. So and this is extended to the center of the sphere. So let this angle be equal to theta, and this will be phi. So this small angle will be equal to d theta and this angle will be equal to d phi. So basically when you consider this arc length, this is like the arc length and this radius is equal to r. So this will be equal to r into d phi, using the same concept of here this arc length will be equal to theta into r. So the same concept is used here. So this distance is r and this angle is d phi, means this distance will be equal to r into d phi. Now similarly, now this angle is equal to theta, so this distance will be equal to r into d theta. Same concept applies here. Now this is another triangle, so this is, we have to apply opposite by hypotenuse. So this angle will be sine theta, so that means this distance will be equal to r into sine theta. So now if we find out the area of this small area, if we find out, that will be equal to r into d theta into this area will be equal to r into sine theta d phi. So the total area will be equal to length into breadth, so that will be equal to r into d theta into r into d theta d phi. So the length will be r square sine theta d phi, where d omega, which is the solid angle, is given by the formula sine theta d phi. So this can be written as r square into sine theta d phi, which is equal to r square into d omega. So d omega is the solid angle given by the formula sine theta d phi. So here the total solid angle subtended by the sphere, that will be equal to 4 pi steradians. Steradians is represented as SR, or also known as square radians. Now the general formula for solid angle is given as omega is equal to a by r square. So if you are considering a small solid angle, so d omega is equal to dA by r square. So dA can be written as r square into d omega. Also now here, so we have found out for this distance. Now considering the entire strip, so this is the entire strip. So the total area or the d phi angle will be equal to entire strip. If you consider, it will be equal to 2 pi. So that means the strip will have an area of 2 pi r sine theta into r d theta, that is substituting d phi equal to 2 pi. So total, if you consider, that will be 2 pi r sine theta into r d theta. That will be the total area of the strip. So now here we have to integrate this value for the entire sphere. So we have both principal planes theta and phi. So first considering theta, so theta means it has to be integrated for theta from 0 to pi. So considering this area 2 pi r sine theta, integrating with respect to theta, area of sphere can be written as 2 pi r square of integral of 0 to pi sine theta into d theta. So sine theta integral will be minus cos theta and 0 to pi. So if you substitute 0 and pi, 0 means this will be equal to 1 and the other one will be equal to minus 1. So this will become total 2. So this will be equal to 2 into 2 pi r square equal to 4 pi r square. So here if you compare it with area equal to 4 pi into r square, so we have the general formula, area is equal to omega into r square. So if you compare this equation here, 4 pi is the solid angle subtended by a sphere in steradians. So now here 1 steradian means that can be written as represented as SR, that will be equal to solid angle of sphere divided by 4 pi. So 1 radian square can be written as, that is 1 steradian can also be written as 1 radian square. So that will be equal to radian, if you are converting it, that will be 180 by pi the whole square into degree square. So if you find this value, that will be equal to 3282.8064 square degrees. And similarly, if you find out what is 4 pi steradians, so multiplying this value into 4 pi, so this can be written as 41252.96, or approximately this will be equal to 41253 square degrees. So which is the solid angle in a sphere. So the total solid angle subtended by a sphere is 4 pi steradians. Also 4 pi is equivalent to 41253 square degrees, and similarly 1 steradian is equal to 3282.8064. Similarly, beam area can also be written in terms of normalized power. That is, if you consider the entire sphere, and if you integrate for the entire sphere the power per unit area or the normalized power, that will also give you the beam area. So when you are considering the sphere, theta has to be integrated from 0 to pi and phi has to be integrated from 0 to 2 pi. So integral of both of normalized power into the solid angle, and the unit will be steradians. So here d omega is sine theta d theta d phi. So this also will give the beam area. Now beam area can also be found out using approximate formula, that is it will be equivalent to solid angle subtended by a spherical cap of the cone shaped pattern. So now suppose we consider this is the pattern. So now here we have both theta HP and phi HP. Now the approximate formula is given by This is the half power beam width. In two principal planes are there, that is theta plane, which we consider as vertical, and horizontal plane, which we consider as phi plane. So now we have to consider both the planes, half power beam width. So beam area can be approximately written as theta HP into phi HP. This is half power beam width, half power in theta plane, and this is half power in phi plane. So this is another formula for beam area in steradians. So do like, share and subscribe to the channel for latest updates.